Hey guys, and welcome to my tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this crochet snowman ornament. It's a really easy and really fun pattern. It works up really quickly. So the materials that you'll need for this are white yarn, black yarn, a crochet hook, which I'm using a size G, a pair of scissors, and needles for sewing on the button and the hat. So we're going to get started with our white slip knot for my hook. And we're going to start out with a chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to slip stitch into this first chain to create a little ring. So we're going to be doing 12 double crochet in the center ring right here. So we're going to take this excess piece and tuck it right there, and we're going to crochet it into our work. One, 2, and 3. So I'm going to pause the video here, continue my 12 double crochet around, and I will meet you back when I'm done. Okay, just finished my 12 double crochet in that center circle. Now to finish off, I'm going to go into this stitch right here, that first stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch. So now we have a circle. So that's round 1. Now we're going to chain 3, and in this spot, right where we did that chain 3, we're going to be doing a double crochet. Now, in each stitch around, we're going to do 2 double crochet in each. So the top stitch is right here, 2 double crochet in each. If you want, pause the video here and work your 2 double crochet in each of the stitches along. I'm going to finish mine up, and then I will meet you back when I'm done. Okay, just finished my stitches. Now I'm going to slip stitch into this first stitch here to complete my round. And that is all we're going to do for the first part of the snowman. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut. Now I'm going to take a minute and weave in my ends, and I will show you what we're going to do when I'm done. Round 1 is done. Now we're going to start on circle 2. We're going to start just like we did before with our loop for our hook. And we're going to do a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to slip stitch into this first chain. And this one is going to be a little bit harder to find, but we're going to find this center circle here. So right there, if you pull your stitches apart, you should be able to see it's a big circle in the middle. We're going to do 10 double crochet in there. It'll get a little easier as you go along because the hole will get a little bit bigger, but for the first couple it is going to be a little difficult. So 1, 2, and 3, and as you can see it's getting a little bit easier because now I found it and I know where it is. So I'm going to continue and work my 10 double crochet along, and I'll meet you back when I'm done. Okay, just finished my 10 double crochet in the center circle. Now just like last round, we're going to insert into this stitch, but this time we're inserting into the chain 3, and then we're going to slip stitch to finish off. Now we're going to chain 3 and double crochet in 2 in each stitch. So right there, double crochet once because this chain 3 counts as a double crochet, and then in each stitch along we're just going to double crochet 2 more. So go ahead and work your 2 double crochet in each, and I will meet you back when I've finished. Okay, just finished my 2 double crochet in each, Now I'm going to slip stitch into that first chain, chain 1, and cut to finish off. Just like that. Give me 1 second to hide my end and I'll be right back. And there we go, we finished the first part of our snowman. So now what we have to do is crochet the 2 circles together. So I like to start where I left off, so you can see I still have a bit of a string right here. And I just have a string right here, so I'm going to crochet these 2 together. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to take these 2 stitches right here, doesn't really matter where, and we're going to then take 2 stitches from here, again, doesn't really matter. Then we're going to take our yarn and feed it through both of them, then tie off. So now we've connected our 2 pieces, and we're going to go back through those same 2. Then I want to pull my yarn through so that I have a loop for my hook. Now I want to go into the next stitch through both of them, and we're going to do a slip stitch. Go here, go here, and a slip stitch. One more time. Here, here, and a slip stitch. That is going to connect our 2 circles. So now from here, we can chain 1 and cut. Now what I'm going to do, because as you can see I have both of my ends out here, I like to keep my ends in the back. So I'm going to come through the back, grab my excess string, and pull it to the back. Grab my excess string here, and pull it to the back. Then I'll deal with it back here, so that it's not in front and center in the front of my work where everybody's going to be looking. And once that's fully woven in, we can move on. So this is the part we're going to be doing next. So go ahead and grab your black yarn. For me, I'm going to be using a different color specifically because black yarn is going to be way too hard for you to see the stitches on the video. So I'm going to be using this pink yarn. Which, I mean, you can really make your hat any color you want. So if you really did want to use pink, that'd be fine too. But I'm only using it specifically for the purposes of the video. So we're going to make our knot as per usual, and then we are going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now we have our chain 10. We're going to chain once more, and then we are going to half double crochet in the second stitch from the hook. So not this one, but this one. Half double crochet. And then we're going to just half double crochet all the way down the line. So if you want, go ahead, pause the video here. Your half double crochet all the way down the line, and I will meet you back when you are done. Just finished my row of half double crochet. Now I'm going to finish off right here. And of course we're not done. Just the easiest way that I found to make the hat was to make the bottom part, and then, so I found it easiest to make this part and then to make this part after. So now we're going to go from this side and go 3 stitches in. So we have here 1, 2, and 3. This is the stitch that we're going to go in and tie our yarn. Now we're going to do chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then we are going to double crochet 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, double crochet 5 times, I'm sorry. I'm going to double crochet 5 times, not 4. So that we're even, that way we're even on both sides. We have 2 stitches here, we have 2 stitches there. Now we're going to chain 3, and we're going to turn our work. Do 4 double crochet back along this way. So we're not going to go in this stitch here. We're not going to go in the first one because that is this chain 3. We're going to go in this stitch right here, and we're doing 4 instead because this chain 3 counts as our 5th stitch. Two, 3, and 4. Now we're going to chain 1 and cut. Now I'm just going to take a moment to weave in all of my ends here, and I'll be back when I'm done. And there is our hat. So now we just have to sew on our hat here. So I'm going to take my pink yarn and I'm going to cut a little bit off. Going to grab my sewing needle here and start sewing on my hat. Always want to come from the back because that way your yarn starts in the back and you can tie it back there. So I'm just going to go ahead and start weaving through with my needle, sewing on the hat. It doesn't really matter how far down you put it, it all depends on your preference really. If you want it over the eyes a little bit lower, if you want it higher, it all really depends on your preference. Just like that. You can sew yours in a little bit better. I'm not going to be keeping this pink hat on here probably because it's, you know, not exactly what I was looking for. So there we go. That's how you sew in that hat. Let me fix my ends back here and I'll meet you when I get back. So now I'm going to be showing you how to put on the eyes and this mouth here and then the buttons as well. So the way that I did the eyes and the buttons was I took my yarn and I cut a good amount off because I'm going to be making the eyes with this. So I level my yarn like this, and then I'm going to be making a knot right here in the middle. That's the middle there. So I'm going to knot 2 or 3 times depending on how big you want the eye. I'm going to do 2, I think. We'll see how big it is. Yeah, I usually like to do 3. I feel like that's big enough there. Alright, and then I'm going to take my crochet needle, or my sewing needle, whichever one. Take my needle, thread it, and put it right about there. Sew in one end. Then I'm going to come from the back here and sew in the other end. Be careful not to pull out your other side. Now what we're going to do is take our yarn. Mine is very, very frayed. It's very annoying. Hopefully this doesn't happen to yours. And I will tie it. Just like that. And there it is. Of course it looks a little bit strange. It's pink. But that's how you do that. I'm not going to bother doing the other one or the buttons because the buttons in the eye is the exact same way. Just sew them in and then sew this one in, and then do the exact same method for this. You can see I've just tied them. See how the back looks. But I am going to show you how to do the mouth. And go ahead and sew in your other eye and these if you want, and when you get back I will show you how to do the mouth. Okay. So the mouth is going to be similar to the eye. I'm going to take off a little bit more than I would for the eye because I'm going to be sewing in the mouth going over the mouth 2 times, and I'll show you what that means in a minute. Basically, I'm just going to pick kind of where I want the mouth to start, so right about there, and you want to make sure you don't put your yarn all the way through. And I'm just going to create like a little triangle almost. This might be a little too hard to see against the white. I didn't think of that. And I'm just going to create like a little half triangle with my yarn, going in and out, and then I'll do this side one more time. Hopefully I have enough. Yeah, I have enough. Just like that. Hopefully you can see it against the white. It's there though. So it basically looks like this one. Just sew in and out, and then tie your ends in the back. And that's how you do a crochet snowman. Now you can either leave it like this, or you can add the little chain, which is simply, if you want to attach it as a Christmas ornament, or you want to leave it like that, either way, that is simply a chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you just go back into the same hole that you tied your yarn into, slip stitch, and tie off. And that is how you crochet a snowman. So if you want the written pattern for this, I'm actually making this my very first paid pattern that I'm doing. So if you would like to purchase the pattern, you can check it out on my Etsy. It will be linked below. And if you want to check out anything else that I have on my Etsy, I have a bunch of cool products that I just released. I have a blanket that I put up there, a pumpkin, a little amigurumi pumpkin that I put up there, and I have a flower bookmark. And I have a few other things, digital downloads that I've made just for picture frames and stuff, like Merry Christmas, like artwork basically, that you can buy and instantly download and print out and put in your home. So I have a bunch of different cool things that I've put up there, and I'm going to be adding more as the weeks go on. Also, I have a 10% discount for signing up for my email list to my Etsy shop. So if you sign up for my email list, the link will be down below. You'll get a 10% off coupon. You get a 10% off coupon to my Etsy shop that you can use until Christmas, which is the perfect time because Black Friday is approaching, of course. So yeah, this will be my very first paid pattern. I hope you like it, and if you don't want the paid pattern, that's fine, because this, of course, video will always be free. Check out my blog, linked below, everything that I've posted on there. I'll be posting a lot of Black Friday stuff within the coming weeks, deals and stuff that I think you guys would be interested in to help you really master Black Friday, and then a bunch of different other Christmas patterns. I'll be posting free ones on there and paid ones on my Etsy. Other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you have a happy holidays, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.